And welcome to Bible Journaling 66. Today, we're looking at chapter 10 in the book of Daniel. Chapters 10, 11, and 12 are one vision that the prophet Daniel had near the end of Israel's captivity in Babylon. This vision brought a better understanding of the future of Israel. In chapter 9, Daniel was given the prophecy of 70 weeks, and we learned that a week was actually 7 years. The first 7 weeks, 7 times 7, was the 49 years it took to rebuild Jerusalem. Then the angel told Daniel that after another 62 weeks, 62 times 7, or 434 more years, the Messiah would come, but be cut off, and Jerusalem and the temple would be destroyed. In verse 1 of Daniel chapter 10, he gives us a time reference. The 3rd year of Cyrus brings us to about 533 BC. This was the 70th year of Israel's captivity spoken of by Jeremiah the prophet. Daniel has been fasting for 3 weeks, abstaining from baked goods, meats, and wine, probably a vegetarian diet, as he had done when he had first been taken into captivity in Babylon. It was the 24th day of the first month, the Passover feast, and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. The river Hiddekel was not the Euphrates River, as some Bible commentators believe, but it was the Tigris just outside Babylon. Daniel's use of the term "a certain man," as well as his description, goes on to describe a heavenly being, perhaps the angel Gabriel again. However, Daniel had met the angel Gabriel on 2 occasions. Some Bible commentators believe that this was none other than the pre-incarnate Jesus Christ himself. This debate rages on among experts. I feel that it is not that important to determine who it was who was speaking to Daniel, other than it was another miraculous appearing. Daniel was the only one who could see this person. The others were unable to see him. However, Scripture tells us that a great quaking fell upon them, so that they fled and hid themselves. I believe this is a description of raw fear. Then in verse 9, Daniel is overcome by this person and fell to the ground as he had done once before. Then a messenger tells Daniel that he is beloved, and he is brought to his feet. This certain man may have been the one who helps Daniel up to his feet and reminds him that he was sent to help Daniel understand. Daniel is then told that from the very first day he began to fast and pray, he was sent to speak to him. He is then told that someone described as the prince of the kingdom of Persia withheld him for 20 days, and that another heavenly being, named Michael, came to help him and held back the kings of Persia. Let's take a closer look at this verse, because it pulls back the curtain of a spiritual war going on outside of our knowledge. The first one is Daniel and the person talking to him who fought to get to him. The next is the prince of Persia, the demonic force behind the current empire. Then comes Michael, one of the chief princes, and Israel's protector. And finally, kings of Persia. So apparently this demonic force has multiple beings. Once again, the messenger tells Daniel that he was there to make Daniel understand what was happening. You might remember Daniel was confused about the time and how the prophecies given him could fit together. There were 4 world empires shown to him, and they were now living in the second empire with only 2 more years to go in the captivity. They were in the 70th year of the captivity or exile, and there were 2 more empires to go. Daniel tells the angel of the Lord that he has lost all strength and was completely exhausted. Then we're told in verse 18 and 19 that one like the appearance of a man touched Daniel and gave him strength. This angel then reminds Daniel that he is greatly loved. Note that in the King James Version, when the word Lord is spelled in lowercase, it's used to refer to a person as a title and honor of authority. The messenger then tells Daniel that he must go and fight with the prince of Persia. But when he is gone, then the next empire will come, Greece. Then in verse 21, we're given a clue that the conversation was not over yet. And Daniel is told that Michael is the prince of Israel. Thank you for joining us, and please like and subscribe. And until next time, Maranatha.